So we can do this two ways. Number one, I can pretend that nothing happened and I can just, just go on and start talking about how fucking crazy this bull market is and I'm gonna go and do and buy and, or we can actually address the stuff that goes through with every professional trader. And I will always, always, always value integrity above money and fame and whatever that is. So today's show is actually a little bit special. I have to admit I was wrong at different levels. We're going to talk about that a lot. Of course, it is going to be a complete normal show. We're going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about charts. We're going to talk about what I'm thinking. I'm not lost. So definitely something to talk about. But before we get going, I have a humble pie here. So I'm going to eat my humble pie. Shout out to Ren. I am eating my humble pie. Happily, I have my eyebrows still. So that's the good part. And yeah, so guys, this is another day, another opportunity. We do live trading shows every single day. If you like this content, come and subscribe to the channel. Even though the thumbnail says I was wrong. We'll see how wrong I was actually. We'll see how wrong I was. I would rather say I was early than wrong, but we shall see. Guys, let me know in the chat if you're here. Let me know if you're surviving. Let me know what you're thinking about the market and like what's happening with you. I really want to hear from you if everybody's fine, if everybody's okay. And let's jump into the show. It's gonna be a little bit different this time. Let me just swallow this. It's gonna be a little bit different this time because I want to try something new as well. So I want to bring you like a little bit of summary of the day and what to look for. A little bit of news segment as well. It will be like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but we're gonna do that as well. So that's what we're gonna start with. Number one, I'm gonna show you bento bubbles, right? So I don't even think we have to show what's happening here. It's absolutely crazy fucking shit. Disgusting a little bit, to be very honest, but I'm actually very happy. I'm gonna tell you why I'm very happy that this is happening. It's happening at the right time with the right pace. Everything is going very nice. Very big thing that happened yesterday. Obviously, 𝗕𝗔𝗍 was sentenced for 4 months. 4 months. What is crazy about this is that this guy has been showing 4 and tweeting about 4 for like fucking 2 years now, right? And I have this crazy theory in my mind where it's like, this guy was, and there's the tweet about as 𝗕𝗔𝗍, who was fined 4 billion, gets 4 months of jail time on the last day of the 4th month in 2024, during which the 4th halving and the 4th 4-year cycle. Absolutely fucking insane. And he was fined 4 billion. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. He obviously comes out and he says, thanks for everybody for the support and whatever that is. Crazy reach, obviously, everybody wants to know. He's an absolute hero. We salute you. I think he had to do what he had to do. He's not an SBF kind of FTX collapse situation. It's a completely different thing here. He's being sentenced for 4 months and he's going to take a break. He's going to focus on education. Another note, people are getting arrested and sentenced and whatnot. It's very interesting because I made a taxation video on Banter a couple of weeks back. And the guy explained very nicely that, it's not about if you will be caught, it's about the matter of when you will be caught, right? And so if you look at this, you see the 𝗕𝗓𝗢𝗓. I don't know, if you've been here for long enough, you know 𝗕𝗓𝗢𝗓. Like he is the Bitcoin Jesus. He's been, he is a big figure in the industry. It's a couple of things that stands out here. Number one, he owes 50 million, which is like, he would probably pay his pocket money. But the second is rather just, he was arrested in Spain and will be extradited to the United States for sentencing. Now, what is interesting here is that they are sentencing him. So in 2024, he shortly thereafter renounced his U.S. citizenship in a process known as expatriation. So basically, he gave back his U.S. citizenship, but on the process of giving back his U.S. citizenship, he has to pay a lot of tax to leave the States, right? So we know how that goes. And he allegedly reported his taxes not right, or reported his assets, the value of his assets not right. There was something with the law firm, and anyway, he is being summoned, or he is being detained in Spain and will be extradited to the US. So it's unfolding, something that we're going to follow. The only reason why I brought it in here is because, when you think you're not going to get caught or whatever that is, and the guy who is actually a big figure, knows what the fuck he's doing with a lot of money, gets caught from something he did in 2014, it's something to really think about. Then obviously, we know how the market goes, right? So we know that fear and greed index is down at 54. I also had a great show on Banter. I talked about this that the fear and greed index has been above 70 for a long time, and then we had a couple of months cool off every time when we had this we had the fear and greed index above 70. So that's that. We are coming lower. We're at 400 million leveraged Bitcoin and crypto positions liquidated in just 12 hours, and it's probably much higher now with the dump today. ETF flows, we are seeing negative flows in here, so outflows. GBTC taking most of it still, but this is the other thing, that most of everybody who bought ETFs in the past 2 months are underwater. This is good. This is class 2024, so that's actually very good for us in terms of we get a little bit of shakeout here, with a little bit of retail panic. We see Bitcoin pulling back, and this is the time when we can start thinking about how we can load up on these positions that could. I genuinely think now that this is the level that we've been waiting for a very long time. I do see Bitcoin going to 52,000. We're gonna talk about that, and loading up on altcoins there could be or will be generational buying opportunities, in my opinion. So it's something to keep an eye on for sure. So that out of the way, I want to address you guys. Well, let me see what's happening in the chat. Let me know if you guys are here and you're watching this, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Before we do that, I want to do this and say the content of this video is for informational purposes only and not financial advice. So whatever we do here is not financial advice. But if you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, leave a chat here, leave a comment, like, do all that. It helps the algo and eventually it helps me. Nitro Bunny saying, wow, thanks for being honest and owning it. This is rare in the industry. I agree with you. It's absolutely rare. But also, if you are trading or if you follow my content, you know that trading is a game of probabilities. I don't want to become like a 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗦 in terms of like marrying my idea and trying to protect that I was right. And I'm going doubling down. I don't want to go down in the rabbit hole. I actually know, and I'm going to talk about in this show what the problem was. It will give you a great idea on what you should not do. Being full-time trading, like focusing massively on trading in a bull market, is very new to me, to be very honest with you. So I've been trading back and forth, a little bit leverage here and there, mostly spot since 2018, but I haven't been actively trading in a bull market. So this is my first rodeo in terms of actively trading leverage in a bull market, and I did not take under consideration one very important factor that I'm going to talk about now. But going forward, it's not going to be an issue, so it's all about learning as well. Fuck the thumbs down guy, bruh. And fuck. Get in. There's no thumbs down guy now. No one speaks about deposit of trust, and Cleaning Corporation says Bitcoin and crypto ETF don't qualify as collateral for financial assets. Hello, Papa. Thanks for being straight with us. Always, John. Always. I'm not gonna. I promise you one thing. No matter how big or how small or whatever will happen to this channel or me, it's never going to be about me not being honest here and trying to hide stuff, and it's not gonna be. I rather just take the L, and this is why I always say it's not financial advice. If you want to follow me, follow. I know what I'm doing. I can bear this. I'm not gonna go broke if I lose these trades. It's important that you exercise proper risk management. Thank you so much. I have my my humble pie here, so yeah, thank you so much. Good Fafi, have to change my tires, so I'll have to see how the show later. Have a great show. Thank you, man. Thank you. Good luck. Still alive. That's good. Hello, still alive. That's great. Great to see all of you guys here. Good morning. All right, so let's go. So here's the thing. If you let me just be very real from the very beginning. The biggest mistake I made is that I didn't. So when the bull started in 2023, I had PTSD and I couldn't really take longs. I always focused on shorts in the first few months, so 1 or 2 months. And when I realized that it really starts kicking off, I actually shifted gear and I became like a moon boy. And I always had tight stop losses and whatnot, and I became lazy. So in all this big run up, I didn't use stop losses. I didn't really. Anybody can make money in the bull market. You literally just buy. You have enough margin. You add to it, and it goes. And I did not factor in that. I knew that there was going to be a correction. We talked about this for a long time, but I didn't shift gears fast enough. And shifting gears fast enough in the bull market is what makes the big difference. Whether it comes to investing or trading or whatever that is, but you have to be always on top of the game, and you have to be always shifting gears. So if you look at the chart, what happened is that I got used to not using stop losses and not like, look at, this is the daily chart. So we had literally had basically a month, 1.5 months, only up with one major flush of like what, 17%. And that accustomed me to be lavish, you know, to just, you know, it's not a problem. I talked about this a lot as well. It's like, no problem, I'm just gonna add margin. Yeah, it actually makes a lot of sense. Like I can add margin, but after some time, when it bleeds down, it's just a lot of missed opportunity. It's just a lot of missed opportunity. And if I would follow my rules, which is very, very simple, guys. If we see a break on the 4 hour, look at this, for example, here. You see a break on the 4 hour, you take a short on the retest. And I took this short live. Like I have shorted at 71,800. I have shorted. Go look back. And then we have a confirmation here as well. Look at this. So we have here, we didn't really have a true confirmation. We built up liquidity. We talked about all this. So this, everything I got right. You know, the past 3 months has been absolutely incredible for us here. But if you look at this, we do have a clear invalidation here. So that means that this here is confirmed to be the top. It's confirmed, and we even talked about it on the show. So what happens is that I just simply didn't, I got stuck in the mindset of, you know, still wanting to pump this thing. That's the honest truth. And by not following my own strategy and by not following through with my risk management and proper rule system, I got fucked. And now looking back, obviously the reason why I'm explaining this to you right now, because it's so simple looking back, but this is a lesson for me going forward. So if you look at the 4 hour here, what are the major levels to look for? Like this would have been one POI, right? This is one level that I would be like, okay, this is a high. Then we have a low here. Actually, sorry, we have a low here. Then we have at least 3 consecutive candles coming up here. This would be my high, right? This would be my low. So before anything breaks here, like I need to see a break above any of these levels. Did I see that? No, that didn't happen. When did that? There is nothing to trade here, nothing. So in this zone, I was trying to catch knives, and I was trying to, if you look at the 15-minute chart, I said 15-minute market structure shift happened, and it did happen. Look at this, it did happen. And there was a pump after that. So when this happened, I said get in the position. There was 5-6% pump, and this is where the main lesson is going to come from. So if you look at this, there was nothing here. There is a break below here. What caused the break? What level? Well, you can consider 2 levels. You can consider this level, which would be the safest one, and you can consider this level, which would be legitimate for a reverse. So if we take and reclaim this 61,000, I do think we can see a push, but obviously the next level to look for is 65,000. I'm going to talk about all this in a second, but what I wanted to say here is that my biggest mistake that I made is that I did not I focused way too much on I tried to take monthly trades on lower time frames. So if you trade, and you have to decide what kind of trader you are. Are you a leverage trader? Are you an intraday trader? Are you a swing trader? Are you, you know, a swing trader in terms of like keeping it for weeks or months or whatnot? And what I was trying to do, everybody's showing off, you know, thousands of percentages of profits. And I actually know that the power of getting in on a move very early and riding that wave up has a massive power. But you can't really do that if you mix the strategies. And this is going to be a piece of alpha that you want to take away as well. So if you're trading the daily chart, if you're analyzing the daily chart and you're waiting your POI's point of interest to hit on the daily chart, you have to take a 4-hour confirmation. Always 4-hour market structure shift. If you're trading the 4-hour chart, you have to take a 15-minute confirmation. If you're trading the 1-hour chart, you have to take a 5-minute confirmation, right? Now, here's why it's interesting. What did I do? What did I do and where did I got really lost? In the bull, when like everything is rocketing, you see a little pullback, you see a 15-minute market structure shift, you can't get in because everything is fucking skyrocketing, right? But when we start cooling off, and this was the case in the bull market, I was a very disciplined trader in the bull market. The bear market. So when you do, you are forced to be disciplined. What happens is that you take, for example, here, you take a 4-hour market structure shift. I do my analysis and I say, okay, so we gotta come down on the on the daily or on the 8-hour. I gotta find my point of interest. Well, for example, this here would be one of my point of interest, right? This would be a great area for me to see a reversal. Great. So what I have to see from here is a 4-hour market structure shift, not a 15-minute, because if I see a 15-minute, that's just an indication that the retrace might have started to happen, right? But that's not
not what I'm after. What I'm after is I want to catch the big move. If I want to catch the big move, I have to make sure that I am looking for the right thing. So in this scenario, this would have been the 4-hour market structure shift. What's the problem here? The problem is that it's not a strong one. Look how long it took to dump to these levels and then how long it took for it to go all the way back up. Consolidation and then dump as well. So what I'm looking for is a strong market structure shift on the 4-hour chart. For example, if you look here, look at this. This is a strong market structure shift. So what you see here, you have a dump. You have a dump taking all the liquidity, right? Basically taking all the liquidity and immediate recovery. This is exactly what you want to see. This is the way to get in on the major positions. Now, why do I say that? The reason why I say that is because if you get stuck in the lower time frames, if you start focusing on a 15-minute MSS market structure shift when we have a massive dump on the daily and daily PY is being violated or higher time frame, look at this, for example, on the 4-hour. So in the 4-hour, I could say, okay, this would be like an area of reversal, right? So that's actually great. And then I go down on a 15-minute. If I trade on a 4-hour, I need to see a 15-minute market structure shift. There is no 15-minute market structure shift now. And I need to see a strong market structure shift for it to play out. And even if I would see a strong market structure shift, I can only play this until the 4-hour high. Why? Because if I play till the 4-hour high, then I have to see a 4-hour market structure shift to be able to play it to the daily high. And when I see that, then I can play it for the weekly high. And so this is what the biggest mess up that I've done is that I got three things. Number one, I got way too stuck in the weeds and I was down on a 15-minute because I was still in the mindset of everything going up. You know, everything going up is just a temporary pullback. We can't long everything on look at this, for example, it's a clear 15-minute market structure shift and getting fucked because it's nothing. It's not relevant. It's not relevant. What I want to see, if you look at the hourly chart, it's nothing. It's not even a tiniest bit here. So getting focused on that. Second, you don't want to hold those trades. You can't set up a winning trade, a winning swing trade that you want to hold for weeks and months. You can't set that up on a 15-minute. You can start on a 15-minute, but you have to monitor the trade and always make sure to get out at the 4-hour or hourly POIs. Someone is saying this is the best show ever, bro. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Look, I'm here to be honest with you, and I'm giving you, like, I was up yesterday till 4 a.m. and I was analyzing myself and like really thinking about what I fucked up and what I can improve. And this is really my, like, this is my, you know, this is what's coming from me. I'm gonna round this up and I'm gonna look at the chat. So, but the whole idea here is that you can't set up a trade on a 15-minute chart if you want to run it. But here's the thing, and here's what I screwed up. Look at. I'm gonna look at where I longed. And I could have made tens of thousands. Like I was 2 times in a position where I was up 22,000 on one of my trades and over 15,000 on the other. I could have banged and I didn't. And I lost 20K. Why? Because I was setting up a trade on the 15-minute chart and I was planning to holding it on the swing. And that's not right. If I would have sold on the lower time frame confirmation in the 4-hour point of interest, I would have gotten out with 20,000 profits. But I didn't, and that's the problem. Why didn't I get out? Because I was stuck in the mindset of everything going up, right? That doesn't mean that we can't long and can't try to time the market, but if we try to time the market on a 15-minute and we're waiting for a 15-minute market structure shift and not waiting for a 1-hour confirmation or a 4-hour confirmation to see that the daily trend is actually starting to reverse, then we can get screwed a lot of times. And that's why it's very important to pay attention. I'm gonna show you exactly how I could have gotten out in profits even though we did it right. Guys, if you are new to the channel, we are collecting subscribers. We're kind of like here and kind of like grabbing people. So if you like this content, please make sure, most of the time it's not I've been wrong. Like, you know, most of the time I promise you it's kind of okay. Kind of getting stuff right. So subscribe to the channel, smash the like button if you're here. Let me look at the chat. Yo, Erdem, yo. When button, I think soon, very, very soon. Still alive. Good morning. Did someone buy my grass points? I don't know, I haven't checked, to be honest with you. I haven't checked yet. Hey Michael, what's happening? At least you kept your eyebrows. Yes, that's the good part. This is the best show ever. You are the best show ever. Thank you. Great explanation, trading different time frames. Thank you. Always smash the like, fam.
Bro, your shit is awesome. Thanks for doing what you do. Always, brother. Always, always, always. That's what I'm here for. You know, that's what I'm here for, and that's what we're gonna do. So here is the very good example. I want to take TIA as an example because I had a long on TIA, and I want to show you. So we started long in TIA. I don't know what was the first day when we started long in TIA, but I think after this, yeah. So around here, right? We started long in around here, around these levels. I actually think we had, yeah, exactly these levels. Exactly, look at this. Oh, so we actually did have a 4 hour, it doesn't matter. So what I wanted to show you is that we do have a dump here. We do have a dump, and then we have a major market structure shift, right? Because we took most of the liquidity, I would consider this as a strong market structure shift. I would consider, even though we don't close below, it is a strong, I think it's on hourly, it's also strong as well. But I would consider this as a strong market structure shift. It is pretty strong. If I look at this, I think it's all, I mean, I know it's all documented on the live. I think this is the trade that we took. And I was like, when we come down 50, and you look at the 15-minute market structure shift, you can get in on a long position on the retrace. That's exactly what we did. Exactly what we did. Look at this. So it came back, it showed a market structure shift here, showed a market structure shift. This was our entry live. Down here. So it's coming back for the inefficiency. Let's do something like this. I think this was our long, something like this. What did I do? What did I do? I went into the 4 hour and I said, okay, cool. So now this market structure shift happened. We are reversing. We are going to what? 18. That's what we're going to do. 72% pump. Send it. Well, here is the problem. First of all, the 4 hour low is here. This is the 4 hour low. It is the 4 hour low. So stop loss here on the 15-minute doesn't make sense on the 4 hour low. Number two, if you look at the 15-minute chart, what should I have done if I trade on the 15-minute MSS? If I trade on a 15-minute MSS, I am looking at a reversal on the 4 hour high. This is the 4 hour high. Look at this. This is what I showed you on the hourly and the 4 hour. Look, this is the hourly 4 hour high. If I'm trading on the 15-minute, I have to monitor my trade on the 15-minute and try to see if there is a reversal on the hourly and the 4 hour. When I got this, I even have this, again, you can look back all this. This is why it's good that we do these shows. I even said, I would normally take profits here when we break below the 15-minute low, and I didn't. Why? Because I'm a moon boy, because I'm all in, let's go, we're going, generation opportunity. And it is, I think it's great, especially if you buy a spot, I mean, it's great. Whatever you buy here, I still stand by this. Not buying here spot if you still have dry powder, I think it's a mistake. But because it won't matter in 6 to 12 months, it won't matter. In my opinion, not financial advice, but that's what I think. So I was up here. I was up, again, $20-something thousand on this trade. I could have closed it. What I did instead is I didn't close, and it went all the way down, and I had my stop loss somewhere around here. No, I actually didn't. No, I didn't have my stop loss. No, because we got the high. I don't remember exactly, but what matters is that I didn't take profits. I didn't take profits at all, and I growed it all the way down somewhere here. I don't know where it was, and I averaged up. And so what I wanted to say here is that I can't play the 15-minute chart and try to play it on the 4 hour. If I do, I always have to pay attention to the 4 hour POIs. And this is the interesting part. Let's play a game and say, okay, so we want to play the 15-minute market structure shifts at all times. Cool. How could we have made money? This is going to be shocking. So you have a 4 hour market structure shift here. This is what I've been explaining. A higher high in the 4 hour. We do come back a 50% retrace. After we came back a 50% retrace, we are looking at a 15-minute market structure shift, which we get here. This is the 15-minute market structure shift, higher high on the 15-minute. Right? If you're new to the channel, like this might be a little bit too much, but we're gonna sort it out. Don't worry. So if I bought in on the 50% retrace on this, the only thing I should have done is to sell on the 4 hour POI. That's it, 1-to-1. The next thing I want to do, I want to wait for the next 15-minute market structure shift. There is that. Here, look at this. It's a clear market structure shift. Close below, close above, market structure shift. What did I do? Two options. I wait for the 50%. So I follow the trade and I say I wait for the 50%. And whenever the 50 hit, I get in.
What do? I sell at the 4-hour high. That's it. 1-1. That's it. Because I'm on the 15-minute chart, I sell or I wait for a break below. For example here, or for example here. But I could have just sold it here. I could have just simply sold it. Why? Because I'm trading on the 15-minute chart. Don't get stuck on the 4-hour if you're trading on the 15-minute. Same thing here. Then I waited for the retrace because then we have a new high, right? So this is the, guys, does this make sense? But this is a new high here. So this here is a new high on the 4-hour. Therefore, you have a new low. Therefore, you need to have a 50% retrace. So once you have the 50% retrace, beautifully to the 50% here, beautifully. And what do you see from there? Two things. Number one, either you could have bought here on the retrace, or you could have waited for the 15-minute market structure shift from the retrace. What would you have done? You would have entered here, stop loss below, and you would have targeted the 4-hour high. That's it, up here. That's it. I would have made 3 profitable trades without any problems. Now, in contrary, and I know, I have not seen one influencer telling you this. Like, this is my fuck up, and I own up to it. Like, I'm really here to help you, and by telling you that I'm a fucking genius, it's not helping. So I'm really here to help you, and this is why I'm giving you my mistakes and owning up to them. So what did I do? I said, Moon Boy, this is an obvious bearish POI. Like, it's just, this was the level that caused the major dump. That was the level that caused the major dump. What did I do? We're gonna break through, no problem. And by not focusing on so I should have either I'm trading on the 4-hour or I'm trading on the 15-minute. If I'm trading on the 15-minute, I'm not looking at moonboying it all the way up to 17, 18, and all the way up to the 4-hour point of interest. No, if I play it on the 4-hour though, which I could have done here, I could have said, okay, so this is a 4-hour here. So here's the other scenario. I say, okay, I play it on the 4-hour. I assume that this here is a 4-hour market structure shift. It looks like a strong one, although it's not, again, because of this, I get these emails from Kyle's World School, which is awesome, by the way. You should go and check it out, but I'm getting these emails. So if I assume this is the 4-hour, this is a market structure shift, and I get a retrace, then what I do, I buy in here and I place my stop loss below the 4-hour low. What am I targeting? I'm targeting the next high. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing it on the 4-hour. I'm playing on the 4-hour. Even if I'm targeting higher, what I would do is that once we have a new high created here, I would move my stop loss off. Why? Because this is the low. This is the 4-hour low. If I'm right and we are moonboying it, then we should reverse from these areas and should not close below. Anyway, I think I said too much on this, but what is very important and the biggest lesson for me is don't ever always respect the time frames. If you're trading on the 1-hour, take confirmation on the 5 and 15 minute and stick to the 1-hour POIs. Take it level by level. If you want to take a long trade, when we're looking at, so for example, now I'm going to talk about Bitcoin now, but if I'm looking at like generational longs, right, what we are going to potentially get, what you can look at is basically what level you should look for, like what setup you want to look for. If you're looking for a generational long on TIA, what I would be looking at, look at this again, this is also the daily POI, look at this, like how this is just, it's just clear. It's not even a question that this is the fucking bearish POI. It's not a question. And if you can't break through there, you are going to reject. What is the next level? This is the next level. What is the next level? This is the next level. You take it level by level. And once you break one of these levels, you can consider that as a great trade, and you can take take longer term trades. But don't mix it with the 15-minute chart. Look at this. Also a great example, and I'm giving you all my fuck ups, but also a great example. Look at this. This is marked here as a market. I don't even know what this is. Gala. This is marked here as a market structure shift. Now, does that look like a market structure shift on the daily to you? No. You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a 50% retrace to the premium and fucking continuation lower. So if you look at the 4-hour, let me see what that says. It actually does look like a market structure shift on the 4-hour. However, it is weak. It is weak. It is just weak. And even if that, when we have a weak market structure shift, it's not like immediate reversal. When we have a weak market structure shift like this, what you want to do is you want to take a lower time frame confirmation. What is lower time frame for the 4 hour? It's 15 minutes. So now you know that you have a 4 hour weak market structure shift. What you want to do is you want to take a strong confirmation for reversal below the 50%. Where is below the 50%? Now we are below the 50%. So if I would to take, and now we're gonna shift a little bit into like what would be the next opportunities, but if I were to take a position that I want to be generational longs for the big move up, I would have to see a strong 15-minute market structure shift, and then I could get into my position. Guys, we have 105 people watching and only 70 likes. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. It takes literally no time, but it does help the channel massively. So we can do this on the continuous basis. Let me look at the chat, guys. Let me look at the chat. Another dump incoming if there is no rate cut from the FOMC. I think no rate cut is what priced in. The question really is, we're going to talk about that in a second. I actually didn't bring it up here, but we're going to talk about that in a second. The question really is whether they are going to hint that they are going to raise rates, because if that happens, then we nuke. How do you grow a small can, for example, $200? Honestly, I'll tell you the very honest truth, man. You don't. Like, you take massive fucking risks. I thought there's so many people, you know, this is how I make $1 million from 200. Like, no, bro, no, it's massive fucking risk, and you probably lose that 250 million times before you actually make it. The only reason why I'm being honest with you is because I don't want you to have high hopes. If you have $200, here's what I would do. I'd probably get a TradingView subscription. I'd probably get, so I would invest it in myself, and I would get good at trading. And then there are funded firms that you can use to trade crypto when you're really good at paper trading. I am actually going to do a paper trading tutorial on Banter. But yeah, that's my honest truth. Hello from Istanbul. I want to go to Istanbul. Hey, what's up? Morning. I'm taking the next 3 months off. Why is that, Chris? What do you think about the 4 hour close candle if it closes as a bullish tail bar in 30 minutes? We can look at it in a second. Before any exchange listing hyper, I don't know what that is. Any good shorts right now? I would not short. Question for you. I want to know a good exchange that I can use in the United States where I can leverage long and short or trade. There is a link in the description to Blowfin. I use Blowfin. I love Blowfin. I know the team. They are a great exchange. If you sign up with my link in the description, you will be eligible for the Gummy airdrop as well. Let me show you now where to go and what to do. So I go my account. Okay, and you go here, Blowfin. I love Blowfin. And then you're gonna go lower here, and then you will see here, Blowfin. This is a very good exchange. This is what I would recommend. And again, you get a qualification for the Gummy airdrop as well. How do you determine if the 50% retrace not coming lower? I mean, I don't know if it's coming lower. This is why I have the 15-minute market structure shift. Like, I have the 15-minute market structure shift to make sure that when I get there, that it is a confirmation for your trade, right? That damn shoulda, woulda, coulda. Weekly stock RSI for BTC has not crossed over. I don't use RSI. Smash the like for a good charm sign. Yes. Loving this honesty, don't see it on most shows. I know, but that's who I am, you know. Can't wait for your trading program. Typo, you meant 58K. Yeah, exactly. $10 to $10 trillion. Yes, exactly. My dream is $10 to $1 trillion. Good luck. We are going to zero. Yes, we are. Fuck crypto. It's a big scam in the human history. Okay, good. Hi Fefe, what indicator tool you use for the 50% retrace? I just use a simple Fibonacci. So I have my Fibonacci tool. Let me pull this up here. I have a Fibonacci tool here that you can find on the side here. And then when you pull it, you double click, and then you can tick what you want to see. And I just simply selected 0, 0.5, and 1, and then it gives me the 50% retrace line. That's all I need. Bitcoin has a strong bullish support level at 50K. Weekly time chart back. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about this in a second as well. Sheldon should tune in. He should. I agree. When you look at the 4 hour candle, you can see volume is coming in also. Yes. Okay, so Elizabeth, hi FF, I'm watching you from Spain. I'm happy. Can you do a 1 to 10K challenge? Would help me a lot. We can do that. We can do that. But you should never rely on someone else doing trades for you. So let's look at Bitcoin, guys. Let's get into this. Here's my problem. Now that we got all the moonboy shit out of the way, here's my problem. And ate some humble pie. If I look at the weekly equilibrium can be considered at 48 to 52,000. That's like literally the weekly equilibrium. If I consider the daily, we could be at a very decent place for reversal. So markets always retrace 50%, always. And when it comes back 50%, you want to make sure that you take confirmation on the entries of that 50%. It's just important thing because of the market makers, because they want to buy in discount and never want to buy in premium. And the algorithms work in a way where the discount zone is down below 50 and the premium zone is up above 50%. So if you look at the daily here, you will see what was the level that took most of the liquidity. And if I look at this, if I pull it from here, my main level is down here at 52,000 as the point of interest. However, this 56,000 level on the daily is definitely a point of interest. Definitely a point of interest. 55,900 in fact. If I go down on a 4 hour, you will see that there is a decent demand zone here as well. We need to wick through. So we need to wick through to the 50 in my opinion. That would be perfectly aligned with what I always explain to you, that we are building up liquidity for one more liquidation. So we are building up liquidity now for one more victory down, more strong market structure shift, and then a push higher. So this is the scenario that I see playing out. Number one is that we come down to 56,000, we touch on to 56,000, and then simply move on from there. We need to see a strong market structure shift for the, and when, again, keep in mind what we just discussed. If you want to trade it as a scalp, just want to go long for a short period of time, take it on a 15-minute. If that happens, take a one-on-one risk reward trade, get out. If you want to take it for a longer and see that the reversal is happening, what you really want to do is that you want to take it as a 1 hour market structure shift at least. And when that happens, you always want to pay attention on the hourly POIs, because those are the next levels where this can reverse. And look at the lower time frame for break of structure. If we see the weekly play out though, and not the daily equilibrium that is coming for, it can come all the way down to 40, basically all the way down to 38,000. It is bullish. So if I look at this, and I know it sounds weird, and trust me, I know, but if you look at this, what this shows you is that all the way down to 38,000, it is bullish. It is bullish. It can come all the way down to 38,000 and then still be extremely bullish. Why? Because this is the major level that took liquidity from here, and created a new all-time high. So this level here will be protected by the market makers. I'm kind of pro and con for getting there. If we get there, I'll fucking it will be a crazy opportunity to buy. If we get here, altcoins will go 60, 70, 80% down. And that's and then the true 100x's can happen. So I really think that if this happens, even if you look at Bitcoin, 160K would be 500% and 4 or 5x on Bitcoin. Very, very great buying opportunity down here. I think though, what is most likely is the following. We are building up massive liquidity. I was expecting a relief rally, which didn't come. Still can come, although I don't think we're gonna close above 65,000 on the daily. That would be absolutely incredible. That would be a very strong confirmation. If we would do something like this on today's event, for example, we could see a massive push from there. We need to see a close above 65,000 to confirm that it is a massive reversal. But what I think is going to happen is that we are going to come down a little lower. So maybe we get a retrace now, and then we have one more down to 56 and potentially all the way down to 52. These are the two areas that I'm interested in buying. 56, 52 exactly. So this is definitely an area. If you look at the 4 hour, you will see that this is the area that I'm interested in. And on the lower side, on the weekly POI, on the weekly equilibrium, I'm looking at 52,000. What is very important here as well, guys, I see that we have 120 people watching and only 90 likes. please, please, please smash the like button. It helps the channel and eventually helps you. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We have 4,791 subscribers. We get to 6,000 this month, at least 6,000 this month. So please spread the word. Someone is, let me look at, wanted to give a shout out and smash the like live. Heading to the gym and will watch the rest of the show later. Great. Cool here. Fefa overlay gold after ETF approval chart on BTC 3-day candles. We can do that. Fefa, what are you doing with your altcoins now? Holding. No, don't sell. Not financial advice, but don't sell. Love your content as a beginner. To leverage trading is the only way to make money? No, not the only way. Leverage trading is very risky, very, very, very difficult. But if you follow this channel, I think you will make money in the bull. Next 8 hour will be about Beth. We will see. I hope it will, because then, you know, we're good. BTC to 47K or 420 or 1 trillion. Okay, yes. Heavy short. No, I don't have. Okay. So you have to look at USDT dominant. First of all, if you follow my content long enough, you know that I've been waiting for this 57% on Bitcoin dominance. Like I've been saying this for so fucking long that we have to come to 57% and need to see a rejection from there. Now we did see that. We did see the dominance come back to 50. Why is that a relevant area? It is relevant because on the weekly point of interest, so everybody's waiting for the alt product, right? Everybody's waiting for like bull market on alts and alt season and whatnot. And it's not coming. And the reason why it's not coming because dominance hasn't broken yet. And dominance had to retest these areas. I literally marked these when we were down here. We were at 40, 50 something. No. Hold on a second. We were at 50, 52. Yeah, sorry, here. So we were around these regions, not 42, but 52. When I marked these levels and I said, we got to come back up here and potentially all the way up to 60. And if we see a major bleed on alts now, Bitcoin going to like, I don't know, maybe going to 55, 52,000, that could push the dominance up to 58, which would mean that you should get into altcoins on that second, because that will be the true altcoin season, altcoin rally. What we gotta look at on the daily is a clear break below the recent lows. So we gotta see a clear break below. There is liquidity laying here. So what I would say is that you need to break below 50 to confirm that this thing is happening and the altcoin season just started. What you can also look at is the USDT dominance. So we've been talking about USDT dominance for quite some time now. Again, the same thing. I'm expecting USDT dominance to go higher. So this is also just a 50% retrace. Keep in mind, it's just a 50% retrace. Either 50% retrace on this leg, which is also likely, which will take us to like about 6%, or it's a 50% retrace on this leg, which would take us to about 5 to 6% now between these, and anywhere here we can reverse. I do think that the likelihood of this going up all the way to these regions, which is like the 6% region, is very high. But we gotta take it level by level. Now, one more thing to look at, which is interesting, is the total market cap. I have marked this level fucking ages ago. Again, POI that needed to be tested. We tested that, but the good part is that we're not coming down like this. You know, we're not coming down like this. If we would have come like this, that would be a devastating experience. But that's not what we're doing. We are building up nice liquidity, so definitely not the end of the world. We are building up nice liquidity, and we're gonna get to some kind of point of interest. And the point of interest is most likely going to be, again, the equilibrium, either on the daily, and this is one of the reasons why I think Bitcoin and the crypto market can start going now, because we got the 50% retrace on the daily. But on the weekly, we still have room to go down to like 1.8, 1.9 trillion dollars. This is what I'm looking at here. But it's very it's extremely bullish that the total market cap actually went and retested the 20% down here. That's actually very, very bullish. Now, very important. Let me say one more thing, and I wanted to. I don't know if I can find the tweet. Let me just look at. So that was a tweet. I had it saved, but I don't have it now. Here we go. Great. Shout out to this guy. So he's saying today is the most important FOMC meeting of your life. It always is. But so read this thread. It's a great thread. You can look him up, 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗙𝗦. You can look this guy up and read the whole thread. But what I wanted to say here that he's explaining very, very nicely is that what's expected at tomorrow's FOMC meeting? There is no change in inflation language, and JP is focused on two policy paths: rates remaining steady or cut, right? If this happens, market will maintain expectations for September cut, probably 50% estimates that there will be a rate cut in September, and 80% probability for December. Now, if this happens, if there is no change in inflation language and JP does not reflect on the current increase in inflation, then we can see the market basically, reacting nicely in terms of, also we're talking about equities, but also we're talking about crypto. So what you can see is that likely market reaction expected scenario. The rally continues. Equities should welcome the Fed's pushback on rate hikes. Very important that he should not mention anything about we are potentially going to hike, in the coming months or whatever this year. Because if that's there, now there is like a 5 to 10 to 15% probability of potential hikes, which was not on the cards for a long time. But if the rate cuts, the rate hikes come, that will be devastating. Then we're definitely going 52 on Bitcoin or lower. But also to the equity markets, it would not be that great. So that's that. We have to, very important that I'm going to keep an eye on today is, number one, is he going to mention anything about potential rate hikes? And number two, if he doesn't mention that, will he address inflation, and will he say we are going to reduce or we are going to cut rates? I'm just mixing this up. The three main scenarios. Number one, he addresses the inflation problems, the recent numbers, and he says we are going to have to, or looking at potentially doing one more rate hike. And if that happens, that's going to be bad for crypto. If he doesn't say anything about it, or he doesn't mention it, he doesn't mention rate hikes, he doesn't mention rate cuts, he just, being dovish and being as he usually is, then it should probably be great for crypto and for equities, because we'll see the market is probably pricing all this in already. And the bad case scenario is that he actually says that they are planning on increasing or having rate hikes. And if that happens, that could be a very bad, there could be a very bad reaction on the market. So that's basically what you have to know about FOMC today. I think that's what it is. Let me know in the comment what tokens you want me to look at. And then we can do that before I leave. And I just want to bring you one more thing, guys. Just one more thing. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you. Like I talked to someone today. Yes, I do hold the bag of 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗙. Full disclosure, I do hold. But this is the funniest shit on the internet. It's the funniest shit. I'm not being paid. It's not an advertisement. This is the funniest shit on the internet. Check this.
At this point, I think it's safe to say they're fucking with us, folks. And that's because former Binance CEO 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗙 has just been sentenced, and I can scarcely believe I'm saying this, to 4 months in prison. Not 3, not 5, not 6, but 4. A $4 billion fine, washed down with 4 months in a federal prison. You simply can't make this shit up.
First off, I'd like to thank the court for their impartiality and respect for due process in recent months. Before I take any questions, I'd like to read the following statement. I'd like to take this moment to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. These bitch-ass pussies want to do me dirty, thinking I'm some Lincoln Burrows type motherfucker.
Okay, anyway. It's literally, and 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is at very low prices. Very low prices. Oh, not as low. When I started the show, it was 36 million. Anyway, so I genuinely think this is one of the best plays. If you want to be in memes and if you want some security within memes, 𝗕𝗘𝗙 is an absolute fucking no-brainer here. Absolute no-brainer. No financial advice, but absolute no-brainer. I'm not selling till 300 million market cap, which would be at least an 8x from here. At least an 8x from here. If you're in Gummy, I will be honest, very surprised how well Gummy holds above 100 million. I'm very surprised. Impressive. Actually very impressive. Holding, it's like a week-old token or, maybe 10 days old. And it's holding, it went to 200 mil within a couple of days. And then it's holding above 100 when everything is bleeding heavily. Of course, it is down massively. Like if you look at this, it is down like 60%. But it was a free airdrop. Like it's literally had to do simple tasks to get the airdrop, and it's holding above 100 mil is just it's just insane. It's just very heads down to gummy. Then let me look at the tokens that you want me to look at. USDT Dominance resistance now max to 5. Yeah, max to 6. Max to 6, I think. 100% he talks about potential hikes. Please don't, Ned. Please don't. If I would have this boo sound, I would put this in now. Please don't, because if that happens, then
liquidation.
Okay. Fear and greediness is broken. Yeah, it's up at the 54. Gummy holding strong. Fun, yes. Link. Okay, let's look at Link. Again, what did I just explain? 1 hour market structure shift. I want to see, and this is gonna be the same thing for all the charts that we're gonna review today. I think it's at a great reversal area. Everything is a perfect reversal area. Total achieved equilibrium on the 50%. We can see a reversal from here. The main thing to look for right now is a 1 hour market structure shift. How do I identify that? I need to see a clear close below. Not just a wick. I need to see a clear close below. This is what we call a market structure break. And then I need to see a clear close above. And the above is the market structure shift. And it should not be like this. It should not close above like this, because then it's not valid. What's valid is that we see this, an immediate recovery, very, very quick recovery. Then you can wait for 50 if you want, or you can just take a position here with the stop loss here. That's what I'm going to do. I think we are at a great position, but we need to have the 1 hour POI or 1 hour market structure shift, and then we need to focus on the 1 hour POIs always. Massive liquidity built up on all the charts, big pool, so the likelihood of this turning around if we see a 1 hour market structure shift on tokens is pretty good. ALGO Rand. Exact same thing, guys. We are looking at a 1 hour market structure shift here. Closing above 1779 would be very, very bullish. ONDO. Yeah, so here is tricky, yeah, because you don't really have a clear market structure shift here, because this is the high here, this is the low, there was no break below here, so that means that this high, this POI is the major level. So even if we do wick through here, I would be cautious getting in here. I would wait for a lower time frame market structure shift that said a 5-minute or a 15-minute market structure shift. But other than that, I would not touch ONDO when it comes to TA. FTM. Same thing. If we can claim these highs, I mean, that shows massive strength. The reason is because the dump was initiated from these levels. There are massive orders, institutional orders as well, that are placed here. And if this level can be overtaken, that means that the game changed. That means that we are in for a massive rally. KAS. Same thing, look at this. Break above 11.15 would be a great confirmation for me to take along. Look at this pool built up here. Massive pool. Break above here would be, or again, break below and then above. So like you need to take it level by level, but that's the basic idea here. MAVIA. Look at this. This is actually not a bad trade. Again, we need to see the market react. But if you want, yeah, this is actually not a bad trade at all. So again, this is the 1 hour market structure, right? So we need to see a 50 on this. I will probably take this trade. Yeah, I will probably take this trade. We need to see where this closes. We need to see with 5 minutes if this is. I would like to see a little bit more push, but this is so far so good. When it comes back to 50. When it comes back to 50, this 3.4, the only problem I have is the built up liquidity. So like this trend line I don't like. But when it comes back 50, I will potentially place a long here. Again, what I want to look for is a 5-minute market structure shift. So I want to look for something like this.
And then when this happens, you enter here, place your stop loss below here or below here. Or if your risk management allows, the best thing would be to place your stop loss below here, so the liquidity that's laid up here will not be taken. On the other hand, what you can do is that if you have a market structure shift here on the 5 minute, you can place your stop here and then place an entry here, because if this gets violated, probably we're gonna wick through here, take liquidity, and then move on. That's the idea with MAVIA. But take confirmations. This is, I set an alert here. This is what I want to see. Exactly. That's very good. This is exactly what I want to see. I want to see a little bit of push. And also I want to see potentially it can also be a great trade if you take it now. Someone is calling me. I don't know who it is. But this can be a great entry. All right. Let me look at one more. Thanks for the stream. Please, can you look at TAO? Yes, I will. Guys, I am going to leave soon. So this is the last token that I'm checking. Please, as always, I'm going to check TAO, so stay for that. But as always, what I want to ask you, I'm going to do a review at the end. So what you can do is that you can put your comments in now before I finish up with TAO. You can let me know if you like this show or you didn't like this show. Genuinely let me know what you thought. I'm gonna put it up on the end screen at the end of the show so we can all see what we think. And yeah, I would appreciate that. So you can do it now. Let me look at TAO. Exact same scenario. What I'm looking for, TAO is very deep, and it's like fucking TAO came down from like where? Oh my god, TAO came down from like 60% minus. I mean, if you're bullish if you're bullish on TAO, there's no reason why not to buy this token here. There's just no fucking reason why not to buy this token. Like, this is gonna be a massive pump. Again, market structure break. I need to see a market structure shift, and I need to see it fast. I need to see it happen, taking liquidity and whatnot. I need to see it fast. I need to see it happen fast. I put an alert here. I want to see that happen. And then we take it level by level. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. I will have a live trading show. I'm gonna do a giveaway live trading show as well. It's gonna be like a $500 giveaway this weekend. It's gonna be Saturday, I think, or Sunday. What you wanna do is you wanna turn on notifications on the channel. You're gonna subscribe. If you are not subscribed yet, please hit the thumbs up button. You can leave a comment at the end as well. And I believe I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.